Hey there, little bunny. I hope you've been having a wonderful, wonderful week. And even if not, that's okay too. You know what I mean by that. Don't you hate it when someone asks you how you're doing and you're not doing great, but you're like, good, I've been good, yeah. Because you're worried they don't really care how you're doing. They just kind of want you to go through the motions. Excuse me, maybe your daddy should talk more clearly, little bunny. How about that? Yeah, you don't ever have to go through the motions with me. If you're not doing well, you're not doing well. And that's okay, and I'm here for you. Because no one's ever doing well all the time. Sometimes in our life, we're not doing well most of the time. Yeah, but that can't pass. Especially if we take action, little bunny, right? All about action here in the garden. What is the garden, little bunny? I guess I should go over it real quick, just because we're going viral again. Hoorah! Yeah, but the garden. I'm still working on the tagline with like the elevator pitch. I don't know. We're just making this up as we go. Basically, it's just you and me hanging out, having a good time. And you have your fellow bunnies too. It's just a place of love and lust. There are many ways to love and lust, and we do all of them here in the garden. What do we got, little bunny? We have Patreon. Oh my God. So every week I do a different locked audio. It's only available for key holder bunnies in the locked section of the garden, aka Patreon. And sometimes they're spicy, sometimes sometimes they help you fall asleep. This most recent one was me helping you fall asleep. And I was indulgent. Oh, this is such an ego trip. You know how the most common compliment the most iconic compliment you can give to someone with a good voice. You say, I could listen to that person read me the dictionary. In this case, I could listen to that man read me the dictionary. So I literally posted a locked audio yesterday, this week's locked audio, where you start by getting under the covers, and then I literally read you the dictionary for 1 hour. And you will fall asleep very quickly, because I also read it in such a way that puts you in a little bit of a trance, maybe. Just maybe, little bunny. You can always use this podcast to fall asleep too as well. You don't ever have to spend money on the garden. Yeah. Once you're here, and you're my little bunny. That little bunny status is there for you as long as you want it. The garden will always, always be here for you now that you found it. I will always, always be here for you for as long as you want me. I will never, ever disappear. I will never vanish. I'm with you forever. So, you found the garden. Now you get to enter the next chapter of your life. Yeah, there's your life before the garden, and now your life with the garden. What else do we have? So, TikTok and Instagram are basically the same videos. Instagram has some bonus stuff because they're a little more lenient with what kind of spiciness can happen. So I don't even mention the Patreon on TikTok because it's 18 plus, so don't join if you're not 18. And there's also some other, slow down, daddy. There's also some other fun stuff on the Instagram, like some Q&As. I should do one of those. Yeah, okay, what else do we have going on? X, do you know the platform X, formerly known as Twitter? It's kind of the Wild West right now of social media. It's controversial, but I will say that it is doing its best to be the best place for content creators. And as someone who creates lustful content as part of what I do, man, I am just a big target for being banned from TikTok. I did get banned from TikTok very briefly at one point, and it came down to probably some intern who spent like 10 seconds looking at my account was like, yeah, sure, we'll give it back. Like that's terrifying as a content creator. Instagram just passed new content policies where they're going to start banning people who do sex related stuff, even if it's positive stuff, you know. Everything we do here is wholesome, little bunny. So all I'm trying to say is I don't recommend you spend a lot of time on X because it's a pretty toxic platform. So I'm not like, hey, go get on this platform, bunny. But it's a good place to follow me. And I do little voice notes there, little daily. It's not totally daily, but a few times a week I leave you a little voice note that you can't find anywhere else. Really simple, really quick. And in the future, that might be a home base for the garden. So it's important just unfollow the podcast, little bunny. That's the best one, actually. This is my favorite content to make, I think. This and the locked audios. Garden is huge, little bunny. Another thing. Hold on. I should say that more excitedly. Oh my goodness, little bunny. Another thing. We are going to be on Kindle now. Audible, really. So, well, I guess both. So I write my own fiction in addition to all these other crazy things I do. And yeah, a story that I wrote, which is up on the locked section of the garden. It's a locked audio on Patreon. That is now going to be going on Audible on November 1st. It's already set to go on Kindle, live on Kindle November 1st. And I'm hoping the Audible will get greenlit in time to release on November 1st as well. So we're branching out, little bunny. We're doing all kinds of crazy things. There's also YouTube, but I'm not making those as much anymore because I think they're kind of boring. It's videos. It's cute videos. Slow down, daddy. I take you on little walks. I strap a GoPro to my chest. And so far the ones I've posted are in New York City. And I just walk around New York City with you. But it's, I feel like it's not that good. But you can always go follow on YouTube too. And there's a few of those. I have one that I filmed from London. I haven't posted it yet because it's just so boring. Little bunny. It's hard. It's hard to walk and talk. But I'm always looking for new and interesting ways to be here for you. Yeah, just all these different kinds of ways to love you. And it's not a burden. You are not a burden. You are a joy, little bunny. Oh, I have the best time in the world doing this stuff for you. I say for you. It's for me. Oh, this is for me, little bunny. Don't you dare think this is any kind of charity. I do this because I like it. It's very fun. So there you go. How does that feel? I'm slightly brain dead, little bunny. That's part of the fun. I record these in the middle of the night. You just stay up together, spend some time. And every week I have a beverage. You want to hear this? See if you can guess what this is. Here we go. You know what that was? Let me sip it. It is a tea. I didn't quite get the slurp right. I'm always trying to perfect the audio of these things. Let's try and do another sip and ready? Was that good? Getting better. The only way to get better at something is just to do it. Just to go for it. That was the theme of last week's episode. Just dive in, little bunny. Just do it. Oh man, I've been making such good progress in my creative pursuits. All you have to do is do it, little bunny. I reached out to someone who is very accomplished in a field that I'm making strides in. I just sent this guy a message on Instagram. I was like, hey, can you look through my work and give me feedback? This is like a really famous guy, pretty much. And I guess not famous, but very accomplished, and very skilled at something that I want to get good at. And he went through and he like looked at all my stuff and gave me feedback and told me how I can take things to the next level. Slow down, Daddy. How I can take things to the next level. So I'm moving on up, little bunny. Moving on up. Oh my goodness, my mouse is blinking a crazy color. This is so disturbing. Little bunny, I have to unplug this. This is horribly disturbing. Okay. Yeah, my mouse is like flashing. It's one of these mice that has the RGB colors. All the rainbowy colors. It's a very bizarre aesthetic choice. Anyway, what are we talking about, little bunny? Yeah, this is just our casual. This is our weekly honey carrot. It's honey because you can just listen to the beautiful sounds of my voice as I tell you how much I love you, because I do love you. And it's a carrot because I like to sneakily make your life better. Because I'm a mean, mischievous daddy. I'm not a mischievous daddy. You're a mischievous bunny. That's actually, there's a bedtime story that I improvise every once in a while. The Adventures of a Mischievous Little Bunny. And that's on the locked section as well. I do those live on Discord, actually. Oh my God, I haven't even talked about Discord yet. We have a whole community of fellow bunnies. So if you want to make some friends, and there's all kinds of things you can do there. It's a really, really great place. If you want the community side of the garden, come check out the Discord. It's part of the Patreon, so it's 18 plus only. Yeah, my goodness, what was I saying? Yeah, so I'll improvise bedtime stories live, actually, in a Discord voice channel. Then I record it, and then I put it up for you to listen to, actually, at night, whenever that is for you. You go to bed, we follow mischievous little bunny and their antics. Yeah, there's spicy stuff on there as well. There's guided masturbations, and there's kinds of like erotica stories. Spicy stuff is about 1/4 of it, I would say. 1/3, maybe. I don't know. A lot of fun stuff. So, and make sure you follow the podcast. That's the most important thing, I think. Follow the podcast. Oh my goodness, little bunny. Okay. We got a lot going on in the garden, don't we? And I love it. There's even more stuff I haven't even mentioned in here, but it's not ready to talk about yet. I love it. I love it. I love it. A busy life is a good life. I've lived a busy life and I've lived a not busy life, and the busy life is way, way better, as exhausting as it may be. Okay. Topic this week, little bunny. So, the most recent TikTok/Instagram that's going viral. I mentioned about how you are worthy of love, little bunny. And one of your beloved fellow bunnies, dare I say who? Nah. A very beloved fellow bunny pointed out that either you or some of your other fellow bunnies who are in the comment section there are struggling with feeling that you're worthy of being loved. And I really do think you are worthy of being loved, little bunny. I know so because I love you. And so I decide you're worthy. So it's as simple as that. Episode done. I declare you're worthy of love, little bunny. Done. But maybe I'll take some more time to help you understand exactly why and to bring you there. Right? It's not always enough for me just to tell you that you're loved, to tell you that you're worthy of it. Sometimes you have to be brought along. Yeah. Not enough to think it, but to really feel it, to really internalize it. So I guess we'll just do that this week. So, little bunny, let me do a fun little exercise with you. Ready? I am going to say, I hate it when I try and improvise, but then I can't figure out what I'm trying to say. Okay. I'm going to say, I love you, little bunny, 5 times. You ready? I love you, little bunny. 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 Are you still here? The garden is a hidden place. It's a secret place too, but more so, it's a hidden place. And the only people that can find this place are my little bunnies. Do you know why I just said I love you, little bunny, 5 times just now? Let's just say, in case there was someone listening in to this podcast episode who wasn't a little bunny. Let's say they stumbled upon this and out of some curiosity, they poked their head in and somehow they made it 10 minutes into the episode or wherever we're at right now. And then they have to listen to me say, I love you, little bunny, 5 times in my sultry, delicious voice. And there are people that don't want that. There's plenty of people who don't want that. They don't want to be my little bunny. So when I say, I love you, little bunny, 5 times in a row with big pauses, those people who don't want to be my little bunny, those who are listening in, who were listening in, they'll scoot on their way and they'll go turn on another podcast. Go turn on another podcast. Let me enunciate, little bunny. Your daddy is always working on getting better at speaking. Yeah, but you stuck around. You didn't turn off the episode, little bunny, did you? And why is that important? Why is it important that you're still here with me right now? Yeah, how did you even get here? You probably saw a little video of me, or maybe a voice note, or a YouTube video or something. You were enchanted a little bit, weren't you? Or maybe you were totally swept off your feet. That's one of my favorite things, is every once in a while, if I check my notifications, there will be this wall of notifications from one of your fellow bunnies. Maybe it was even you, little bunny, where such and such liked. So they'll like the most recent video, and then they'll go back and they'll like the first video and the second video and the third video. And you can just see, it's so wonderful to see a bunny discover the garden. Anyway, so somehow you heard my voice, you heard me say these things, you heard me call you little bunny. And you decided to go deeper. Some people don't go deeper. Some people scamper away. Some people feel the connection with me. This complex love and lust that we share. It's wholesome, isn't it? But it feels just like, it feels so indulgent, you know? Somehow in our society we've associated indulgence with bad and sexiness as being unwholesome. We are indulging in sexiness, little bunny, in all the wholesome ways that we can. If we want to. We'll do whatever we want. I'm a very wholesome person. Can you believe it? with a, well, we don't have to get into my sex life, but you know. My goodness. Anyway, little bunny, the podcast is not 100%. Podcast is safe for work. It's supposed to be. Okay, moving on, little bunny. There's more of that energy in the Patreon. Okay, what was I talking about, little bunny? You keep getting me distracted. Okay, so the fact that you're here. Yeah, you found the garden, little bunny. And if you're this deep into the episode, that means you're not an ordinary person. You're not abnormal, and you're not alone. You have quite a few fellow bunnies, and the garden is growing and growing and growing like you wouldn't believe. So, you're a very special kind of person. I have a superpower. Can you believe it? One of my superpowers is that I attract the best people, little bunny. You would not believe how full my life is of incredible people. And there's always this, I love it when you find a person there's like this secret, there's this connection where it's like a secret society kind of thing. We just know that other person. One second. You just know you and this other person are cut from the same cloth. And there's just this deep unspoken connection. And there's plenty of people. I was just going to an event just on Tuesday with someone, and boom, it's like, yes, we are cut from this cloth. And anyway, little bunny, what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is I have a superpower that I attract the best people. And I've attracted you here, little bunny. I really mean this. I love you. I really, really love you. And I think you're awesome. And how do I know you're awesome? It's because you're here. This is just the power I have. I just attract the best people. The absolute best people. I don't know how I got so good at it. But right here, right now, you can't find this. You can't find this moment you and I share. You can't find this place in the world. This kind of abstract world that we in, where the garden lives. It's not totally imaginary, but it's not normal and physical at the same time. Whatever this magical, strange place is where you and I are right now, this connection we have, you can't find this if you're ordinary. You're not ordinary because you're here right now. And when I say you're worthy of love, I know that because you're here right now. And I have a superpower of attracting the best people, little bunny. There's all kinds of unsavory people that you can encounter out in the world. Yeah, I live in New York City. I don't go down the street and just like, I love you, 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 I love you. Oh my God, I especially don't love people who scam. If you're a scammer, little bunny, leave right now. I don't love people who scam, you know? There's scammers in New York City. Not as many as you might think, actually, but it's like there's all kinds of unsavory people that I really don't love. Yeah, I'm not this Buddhist, enlightened person who just loves everybody. That's not what this is, little bunny. It might feel like that sometimes because you feel like you're just sort of a fly on the wall, maybe. You feel like you're just poking your head in. No, little bunny. You're meant to be here. You're meant to be here. You can only find this if you're my little bunny. You can't get here otherwise. How could you possibly get to this moment right here that you and I are sharing? And I'm talking about you specifically, little bunny. Yes, you specifically. Yeah. This is never a broadcast. This is never radio. This is never a performance. This is my real love to you specifically. Yes, you specifically, little bunny. Oh, I get so emotional every time I have to freaking ram this into your skull that yes, I do love you. No, you're not anybody. Yes, you are worthy of love. You are special. You are not some ordinary person. I don't advertise the garden. You know? That would make no sense. How could I, why would I do that? The goal isn't necessarily to grow. The goal is to grow the garden. The goal is not to find as many people as possible. The goal is to find as many bunnies as possible. There's an important distinction. I'm looking for you, little bunny. I've been looking for you. Whenever I make efforts to grow things, I don't even like making TikToks. Did you know that? But I do it to find you. That TikTok was made for you. That Instagram post was made for you. It's the same thing. I made that to find you specifically, little bunny. I'm dead serious. None of this is fake. I'm not pretending I love you. I really, really do love you. Oh, you're going to make me cry, little bunny. Stop that. You stop that right now. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to take a sip of this tea. Okay, so by now you should know that you are not some ordinary person. Do I have to make you say it out loud? And I mean that in a good way. I don't think being ordinary is so great. I think being extraordinary is a good thing. It's what I like to be. I don't want to be ordinary. I want to be extraordinary, little bunny. And I want you to be extraordinary with me. I don't want you to settle for just getting by. Whatever that means, you know. It means something different to everyone. You're capable. Slow down, Daddy. You're capable of so many amazing things. The biggest thing stopping you is yourself. It really is. Anyway, I like to do lots of episodes about making you make stuff. My favorite channel in the Discord is the Bunny's Workshop. Actually, Lindy's Workshop is my favorite. Wahaha. Where I get to get feedback on all my stuff and get a little help. You know, your fellow bunnies helped make the most recent TikTok is the chess one where I smack you, the queen, off the table. Oops, spoiler alert, little bunny. Your fellow bunnies in the Lindy's Workshop Discord channel helped make that one. I think. It was mostly it was, someone said, hey, do something with chess pieces. And then they helped me dial in like the right mix of Dom, but love. Because I don't like where sometimes Dom has to come from this place of like bad feelings, you know? Never quite sits right with me. Sometimes I dabble in that just to kind of like, just for fun, but this is me. I don't know. I think I like the side of me that TikTok captured. Of course, the TikToks are a little bit performative. It's just recruitment. This right here, you and me, excuse me. You and me, us, you and I, we. This little thing, you and me. Like right now. This is real me. This is real me, little bunny. I think it's all real me. Unless I'm voicing something I wrote, in which case it's the real author me. That's a very guarded thing, is that I'm not going to narrate other people's stuff. But at the same time, you never know. So I don't want to close the door on that. Anyway, little bunny, what are we even talking about? Your daddy is a bit slap happy at this point. He doesn't know what's going on. Oh, such a goofy daddy tonight. You got a goofy daddy tonight. There's many different sides of me. But all of them are honest. I'm big on being the honest me. And I hope you can be the honest you with me. Yeah, so we're talking about helping you realize how worthy you are of love. Well, I don't like to give advice, except there's one piece of advice I love to give, which is that it's going to be very important in your life to know when to not take advice. Yeah, just because you get advice doesn't mean it could be good advice for some people. It could be bad advice for others. It could be categorically bad advice. You know, there's so many possible ways to give bad advice. And that includes me. I'm sure I try not to give advice, but there's definitely things that I'll tell you to do or encourage you to do or suggest that you do or whatever. That you should say like, no, daddy, that sounds stupid. That's not relevant to my life. Yeah, you know, you gotta figure out how to be your own boss. Be the boss of your own life. And if you want a boss for your life, if you want me to be the boss for your life, then I'll take it upon myself to feed you honey carrots every week. Anyway, little bunny, what are you sort of talking about is, yeah, I was talking with Queen Little Bunny actually in preparation for this episode, because when I first met her, she was in a place where, actually, this is such a me move. It was kind of this strange loving dom situation, actually, where I made her say out loud 10 times in a row, I am worthy of love. It's like, say it out loud, say I'm worthy of love. Like speaking of herself, so she has to say to herself, I'm worthy of love. And she got, first time was very challenging. Second time, anyway, by the third one, she broke down crying. She couldn't make it all the way to 10, you know? So you're not alone, little bunny. If you think, I won't make you say I'm worthy of love 10 times in a row, because I know how hard that can be. I know how hard it can be. I'll do it for myself. I won't do it 10 times just for the sake of time, but I am worthy of love. I am worthy of love, little bunny. I am worthy of love. It almost feels cocky, you know? Try saying it once if you can, if you think you can. You don't have to try if you don't want. Try saying it. I am worthy of love. Do you feel like you need to be put in your place? Like, oh, who are you to think you're worthy of love? You're nothing. You know, do you have that voice in there a little bit? That humbling, that tiny voice in the back of your head telling you to be humble. Yeah. Let me just flick that voice away. You don't need to be humble, little bunny. You're amazing. And I want you to live up to that. I want you to enjoy how amazing you are. Yeah. And you'll have amazing accomplishments and things like that. Well, that's not what I'm talking about at this moment. I want you to be really proud of those accomplishments that are either coming down the road or that you've already had. But you're an amazing person. You're my little bunny. Remember that you're here right now. Not everyone can get here. I've attracted you here. And so you're incredible. You're an incredible person. And I know this because I have faith in my ability to do this. It happens all the time. So I want you to say, what should I make you say? Why don't you say, I'm your little bunny? You can say daddy if you want, or you can say Mr. Lindy. Oh, I'll never make you call me daddy. I don't know. I might accidentally I make you call me daddy in some of the spicy audios. But you can call me daddy or Lindy, whichever you prefer. But you can say, Lindy, I'm your little bunny. Or you can say, daddy, I'm your little bunny. Go ahead. So, if you are my little bunny, little bunnies are worthy of love. So now you're going to say this. Lindy/daddy, I'm your little bunny, and little bunnies are worthy of love. Ready, go. There we go. How did that feel? Yeah? A little tingle, a little funny. Yeah? Now, see if you can find this voice that is saying, be humble. Who are you to be worthy of love? Who are you to say you're incredible? You're not incredible. You're ordinary. You're normal. You're nothing special. Ready? I'm going to flick that away. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I could do better pop sound. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. There we go. And now we're going to say it one more time. We're going to say, Daddy/Lindy, I'm your little bunny, and little bunnies are worthy of love. Ready, go. Bam. Yeah, way to go. I'm proud of you. I'm really, really proud of you. How did that feel? Don't focus on how it felt. I'm just glad you did it. We can move on. Good. You're starting to understand this, little bunny. You're starting to understand how this thing works. Okay. At what point do we call this episode? I'm having a really good time. I always have a good time. Let's see. We haven't been going for that long. I never set a timer or anything. We just kind of go. Feeling good about this episode. What do you think, little bunny? Is this time well spent with me? Time well spent with your daddy? Yes, of course it was. I'm so proud of myself for remembering to say everything, all the different things. So, gosh. You can always email me, daddy@lindysgarden.com, or Lindy. I like to say it the other direction. Hold on. It sounds really cool that way. If you ever want to reach out, you can email me, Lindy@lindysgarden.com, or daddy@lindysgarden.com, whichever you prefer. I do read everything that I receive. Even though I don't respond to everything. I don't respond to most things, actually. But if you write me a note, trust me, I read it. I loved it. I appreciated it. It's one of my favorite things when bunnies reach out to me. Yeah, and I feel bad. I wish I could clone myself, and then I would respond to every email. You know, it's just a practicality kind of thing. But I do read everything, and I love it. I love hearing from you. Yeah, what else? There's links to everything in this. There's links to everything in the description of the podcast. And yeah, I guess that's everything, little bunny. Guess that's everything. I love spending this time here with you. And as always, it is now time for me to get to bed. But I will wake up tomorrow morning. It'll be just a moment for you. You'll hear me tomorrow morning, having written you a poem just for you, just for this episode. So I'm going to head to bed. Talk to you in just a moment, little bunny. Good night. Good morning, little bunny. I slept very well. Thank you for asking. Got a little poem for you. Then I am on my way for a somewhat busy day. So here you go. You ready? I found you, and you found me. That means you're not a random somebody, because it's my superpower to attract those who are deserving of this little bunny status and my love, which is enduring. I'm so glad you're my little bunny. You deserve to be my little bunny. You deserve my love, and not just my love, but many other people's love. You are worthy of love, my little bunny. And I will tell you this more and more over and over in many different ways. So if it hasn't stuck just yet, trust me, it will. Till next time, little bunny, have a wonderful, wonderful week. I love you. I love you. I love you.